What's up, folks? It's still June 20th, 2018, and today I want to talk about Dak Prescott, and what he said on Undisputed with Skip and Shannon today. Um, Basically, what you can take from it is that he says the Cowboys are going to surprise people. Take that for what you want, but you know what, to be quite honest, I think my Dallas Cowboys will surprise some people this year. No one is expecting us to do anything. A lot of people are like, you're gonna go 8-8, another mediocre season, you're gonna miss them playoffs again. You got everybody like saying, they don't expect us to do much. Put it that way. When you look at this team, when you look at Chris Richard and what he's doing on the defensive side of the ball, especially the DBs, when you look at Jalen Smith, looks like he's prepared to break the NFL. When you cannot forget that Zeke ain't suspended anymore. We don't have to worry about him. When you look at Zeke, you have the best running back in the game. You just signed Zach Martin to a long-term deal, which solidifies one of the best offensive lines in the game. You got Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, at worst, is the middle of the road quarterback. He's right in the middle at worst, and you can win with that. If you have the right things around a middling quarterback in this league, you can win with that. Just ask Joe Flacco. But I'm not going to get into that. But you got Dak Prescott, who's at worst a middling quarterback. And you look at the young guns that we have on wide receiver now. People take this for granted. But when you have young, hungry dudes coming into the NFL at the wide receiver position, now I know wide receiver is one of the hardest positions to adjust to when it comes to the NFL. The game is faster, the game is tougher, and you don't have as much open space as you did in the college game. But when you look at these young guns, they're ready. Cedric Wilson, Michael Gallup, even Tavon Austin. These young dudes are ready. And don't forget about Cole Beasley, man. And to be quite honest, you know what? I know I have so much like hope and favor in this guy, in this kid, but I think Rico Gallo he's gonna make a name for himself this season. You watch, 500 yards, 5 touchdowns. I'm telling you, he could do it. So when you look at this team and you look how young it is, we're one of the youngest teams in the league. We're one of the hungriest teams in the league. And the thing is, we're chasing those goddamn Philadelphia Eagles, and that always makes things interesting. So when you look at this team, I think we will surprise a lot of people next year. I honestly believe so. Everybody's expecting it. 2 years ago, prime example. No one expected the Cowboys to go 13-3. No one expected Dak Prescott to take over on the reins of take over. No one expected him to do that. No one expected him to have such an impactful rookie season as he did. No one expected Ezekiel Elliott to run for 1,600 yards. No one expected that. You got Tony Romo going down. You got Dez Bryant missing some games. And we still go 13-3. No one saw that coming. The Cowboys always do well when there are low expectations for them. If you pay attention, when the expectations are low, they always exceed them. Always. That's how it is. I don't know why it's like that, but that's how it is. And when expectations are high, that's what happened last year. We went 13-3 in 2016. We went to the divisional round of the playoffs, barely lost to Aaron Rodgers. Everybody was expecting us to make it to the NFC Championship game, possibly the Super Bowl the next year, and we fall flat. This year, it's going to be a different tune. Dak Prescott, this is his third season. He sees the game in a different light. He doesn't have a diva receiver on the outside putting pressure on him. We solidified that offensive line. Ezekiel Elliott won't be gone for 6 games. The offensive side of the ball are going to do some good things this season. And when you look at Chris Richard or Chris Richard, however you want to pronounce it, and when you look at this guy and you see all of the things he's doing for our defense. He's gonna be the defensive coordinator. Don't I? You know what? I wouldn't even be surprised if he started to take over for Rod Marinelli, defensive coordinator. I wouldn't be surprised if he did that this season. So just pay attention. This team is young. This team is hungry, and this team is destined for great things. Keep sleeping on us. Keep sleeping on us. Just do it and watch us succeed.